Hi and welcome to another Checiegirl Creations DIY video. Now today I'm going to show you how I make DIY stencils out of acetate. So I have this acetate here from a piece of packaging and I've just folded it in half because I don't want the stencil this big. I'm just going to use the bone folder to make sure that's nice and creased so that I can cut it. Just going to use a ruler, or should I just use scissors? I think I'll just use scissors. Right, so now I have 8 inches and a quarter by 7 inches. I think it's the same on this one. Oh, this is, yep, by 7. So I have 2 8 by 7 inch sizes, and now I'm going to go around the edge with my masking tape because I can feel the edge, it's sharp. So now you can see it's safe to hold, and it gives you a little bit of grip as well when you're stenciling. And it's a bit curled, that's okay, so you just hold it down. So now I'm just going to take this one, and then we'll get to deciding what to cut out for the stencil. Okay, so the camera did a weird thing and didn't catch me doing this leaf. And I'm not really sure about these two. I quite like this one, but I didn't really like this one. So I kind of lined it up so that the paper would fit in, so I knew I had enough space for the leaves. I kind of went over a little bit some of my margins, but that's okay. So I'm going to stick the paper down with a masking tape so it doesn't move. And I just went over most of the leaves with the marker just so I could see the lines a bit more clearer. So that when I put this over, it doesn't move. I put the masking tape. It's 2. So I'm going to use a permanent marker to draw the lines in, and then the ones that I've filled in and coloured in is what I'm going to cut out. And whenever you create a stencil, you don't want to have the cutting out lines connecting, which is why there's a space in between each bit. If I zoom in, you'll be able to see that a bit better. You see that there's a space, so the white we're not cutting out. If I show you on some other stencils I have, see with this one, the circles don't connect. And you really don't want it touching, because then the whole part will fall out. So with these letters, there's a connecting line here, so that the whole, it doesn't completely fall out, and you can see that's a W. That's why I have spaces. I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife, and you want to make sure it's nice and sharp. So I'm going to go over the permanent marker, then I'll be able to cut it out. Okay, so that's the first three done. And because it's really tricky to cut out circles, they're more like odd shape things. But that's okay, it's just to create texture. This one went really well and so did this one. And I've had an idea. I think that I'll do a leaf where it's just, you can just see the veins of the leaf. So it's the opposite of this, in place of one of these. Right, so I'm all done. And the camera cut off, but it was just the same process for me cutting. A few of them I made mistakes on, but not too bad. And I did some arrows, and I drew them off camera, because I already knew how I did that. And some of them I used this die to get the shape from. So these 4. Then the rest I just drew by hand. Then these all the leaves. And then, because some of them I cut out the arrows whole, I have some marks. And I'll have to try to keep those safe. So, I'm going to show you what they look like with some sprays. And I'm just going to spray on these. I'm working on these. I can't tell you what I'm working on them for. So there's a surprise. So I think I'll spray on this one first. I think I'll use the arrow one. And you want to keep it flat, so I'll just use some masking tape to make sure that stays down when I spray. Right, so that's the arrows. I sprayed too much in this area. You can kind of see. And I'll also stencil through with some paint as well. So you can see what it looks like using paint. Right, so these what it's look like. So the sprays turned out pretty well, and you can kind of see. And then you can see it even better with the gesso. And I didn't pay attention too much when I was stenciling, kind of did it quickly, so it's a bit messy. But yeah, so that's how it turned out. So I'm happy with the turnout, really happy, and I can't wait to use these to add a little something to my art. So this is just one way of making stencils. I have made stencils using different techniques. You know, a lot of the stuff is found items, like this. It's found items. So I made these using dies, cutting through card. So this is with keys. This is button die, so just circles and a few hearts and stuff. And you can see how I made these in another video, and I'll link that in an iCard at the top right hand corner. And this leaf, because I'd made a mistake, I just chopped this bit out because it wasn't staying where it was supposed to, so that's okay. And you can always put scotch tape over and then cut it out again. This arrow bit didn't come out too tidy, but that's fine. Even this I made a bit of a mistake on, but it's okay. So thank you for watching, and if you do make your own stencils from watching this video, please tag me on Instagram or email me a picture or just share it. So I'd love to see your work. So thank you for watching, and please join me again on another arty adventure. Bye!